Hello friends, hello. Happy greetings to you, happy weekend. This is the weekend message. Thanks for joining. Just want to say hello and that I'm happy that we can connect. I felt the inspiration to connect with all of us as I'm here in the kitchen of Love and Light, my personal kitchen with Jennifer at Personal Power. And we are finished with our celery juice and I would love to share it with you. So this is what we've got. I already juiced it. And as you can see, there we go. So I removed the top of the machine, which is over here. And basically, I had a great time juicing the celery. I love this machine, the Cubings juicer. It's a slow rotating machine, so it's not a fast spinning one, a centrifugal machine, which actually those are the least optimal items for juicing. The lowest quality or the least amount of beneficial enzymes that you're going to be yielding are from the centrifugal machine because of the high speed, and you also waste a lot of the produce that you would be juicing. So I recommend, and it is really ideal to look for a slow masticating machine or a slow rotating machine that will not heat up the produce to a very high degree, to which extent the enzymes will be more denatured than not. And that way you preserve the integrity of your beautiful juices. And so here we are. Look at that amazing color. It's really nice and light. And hello to everyone joining and welcome to your weekend. This is our weekend wellness. So may your weekend be a moment for you to treat yourself to goodness and well-being, peace, and a vibrant set of activities, and whatever that means for you. It could just be relaxing by the pool or sitting on the sofa with your family or by yourself and just reading a nice article or a nice book or watching a nice movie. You know, we all need that time for TLC, tender loving care. And if you live alone, if you don't have anyone near you who can give that to you, then find ways where you can just consciously bring that to yourself by maybe taking a peaceful moment to enjoy the tea or the beverage that you're consuming, or going for a massage, or just enjoying the peace of relaxing on your bed when you take a nap. Napping is important, especially if you lead a really busy, high-paced lifestyle. So here we are. So we're gonna serve it up. Today it is slightly less than 16 ounces. Wow. And that is so because this particular cup is less than 16 ounces. And let us imbibe it together. So today's celery juice is salty. Yeah. And the reason why it's salty is because celery has naturally occurring sodium salts, which are actually beneficial compounds, electrolytes that our body needs. And if you are consuming the celery juice every day, only the celery juice, only celery, no other added ingredients, not even if it's ginger or turmeric or lemon or oranges, just the plain celery, you get those sodium salts, the electrolytes, and it helps to really replenish the stores in your body in a natural, organic manner. And by organic, I'm not referring to the produce being organic, but it comes from the earth, it comes from a vegetable, it comes from an herb. And so it's a natural, vibrant, full of vitality, vitamin rich, mineral rich, and nutrient dense substance that feeds your cells, it feeds your muscles, it feeds our glucose stores, and it's low calorie, so you don't have to be concerned about whether it's high in sugar, whether it'll spike your insulin. A lot of concerns out there for juicing, but really nothing to be scared about or concerned, only benefits. So that's the celery. And as I mentioned in the description, I wanted to touch on the notion of fear of missing out. And the reason why is because I felt that this morning. I felt that, and it reminded me of years ago when I used to go clubbing. I used to go out partying. And I remember that there were some nights where I was so tired and I felt so exhausted and depleted from a really busy week. And yet, I really felt like an obligation that I needed to go out with my friends. And of course, we always had fun, and she was my best friend, and she's still my best friend, but now she lives in Canada. And now, blessed as I am, I have many best friends. I have a few best friends, not many, but it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And I remember back then I had this FOMO, fear of missing out. And it would hit me at night on Thursday night, which is the weekend, and that is the night like Friday night in the US or the Western world where they have the Gregorian calendar. And I would feel like if I didn't go out, I would miss it. I would miss out on something. I had no idea what that was, but maybe in my mind it was just the programming. I would miss out on having fun. I would miss out on being with people. I would miss out on something. And so, hi everyone. And I over time I overcame that, and I became stronger in my own integrity and my own knowing what's right for me and my own confidence and being with myself. And I realized that a lot of this fear of missing out, it's kind of driven by this insecurity of not being comfortable by myself, or in general by one's self. But not just that, because it doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means that because I don't feel that way as much anymore. However, there's also the fear of missing out on an event, or that you're not going to be able to purchase things or buy things, and that you'll lose out on the advantages that are to be had if you did go to that thing or you did do this thing. And that evokes a sort of tension and anxiety and fear. So it's not really the area, that the space we want to stay in, and it's not where I choose to stay in. So I recognized that this morning when the reminder came up for me. It came up, and it was like an acknowledgement. First of all, being clear that yes, I'm aware and awake that I'm having this fear that I'll be missing out on this special event or savings, but it's also the fact that I don't want to be there for other reasons. So the point of everything that we go through is because it's serving a purpose. Even when we have harsh behavior, self-damaging behavior, self-harming behavior, things that we think are standing in our way, the self-sabotage, those are just reflections and manifestations of a way of serving our higher needs. And the thing is, we don't often know what those needs are, but when we identify them, we get more clear, and then we realize what is the benefit that this behavior or this habit or this tendency is serving for me, because everything has a function, whether we label it as good or bad. So I acknowledge that, this fear of missing out, but see, with time and experience comes more wisdom and self-knowledge. So I encourage you to just naturally learn more about yourself and to become wiser in your own life experience, and to learn from, ooh, that's Siri. And so essentially what it comes down to, ooh, let me shut down Siri. All right. So basically the point is that I reminded myself that I'm making a choice, and maybe this helps you. The intention of me sharing this is for it to help you, hopefully in a positive, beneficial manner, and that you take away whatever serves you in your highest good. And so what I realize is that ultimately I'm making a choice. You are making a decision, whether you do or you don't, whether you go or you stay. And in this physical reality, in this life that you're living, you're going to be here now. So be fully present where you are. Be attentive to what's going on in the moment that you are choosing to live. Be fully present and engaged with the life that you are choosing to live, knowing that life is precious and that we only value things when we lose them, which is, it just seems to be a shame, but we don't have to label it a shame either. It is what it is. But maybe you don't need to be that kind of way, right? Perhaps we can be someone who knows, I value this and it's important to me, and I'm going to be in it fully and embrace it and celebrate your life. Because when we hear other people losing their lives, that's when we have a greater appreciation for our own. This week I had a procedure on my left eye, and I was bandaged for a couple of hours through the night. So I had to walk around with like half a bandaged face. And it was extremely uncomfortable. And I have a new level of appreciation now as a result of that, for the importance of both eyes. We need both eyes to eat comfortably, to walk comfortably, to do simple things like serving tea. You know, when you're looking through one eye, your balance is off. Truly, friends, you know, we will be missing out on something. We just will. Something will always be lost. You're always going to not have something. On the other hand, you always will have something else. And that's me telling myself now with you, we will always have what we have here in this moment. So instead of going to an event this morning, consciously I chose that eventually because it would have been more discomfort and I would have missed out on doing something else that's higher on my priority. And actually, I would have sacrificed other interests of mine had I gone. So you see, we're really, you know, we have to be tender and compassionate with ourselves because we have multiple interests running at the same time, and we are running these cost-benefit analyses about what is worth it, what's worth your time, energy, and effort. So wherever you invest your energy, make it a good place. And when you're there, when we're here, you're present here and now, make it, this is your moment. So value all the value that it can give you. And the more value we seek in things, the more we find, the more fully we are present. Maybe because I stayed here, I'm having my celery juice in a comfortable manner. Celery juice. Maybe when you say no to someone, it means that you're saying yes to you, to sleeping better, to having a better meal, to having more peace in your life. And we have to say yes to ourselves first, because you are the leader in your life. You are your champion. You are your pioneer. You are the visionary. So you are guiding and steering your boat, your ship, your vessel. So you need to be in good condition. And so coming back to the point, fear of missing out, it may be there again, it may pop up. It's that cost-benefit analysis. And just remind yourself that this is always going to be the case. We're just going to marry one person, right? For a happy marriage and integrity, you're going to stay with one person. And I don't mean stay like in any condition, but what I mean is you're with one person. You're not with 10 people. You're not even with 2 people if you're in a monogamous mutual agreement. So that's just the way it is. If you eat lentils, you're not going to have, if you eat cooked food, you're not going to have an all raw food meal, because you automatically discount that option. So whatever it is, enjoy where you are, be in alignment with what you're choosing. That's the most important foundation, is for us to be in alignment, to be clear. This is my choice, and I know I may have some regret or resentment that I'm missing out on this aspect of that, but at the same time, there's something higher. I have higher interests. I have something that meets my needs. I have higher needs, and there's a higher level of need that is being met by not going there. And I'm serving myself on this higher level that is more critical at this point in time, that I'm honoring. And that's it. And move on. And the time will pass. You'll get over it. You'll move forward. Tomorrow is another day. This is a new moment, and it's not a big deal. It's never really a big deal as much as we think, right? These are small micro moments. Some people, if for them it's at a higher level, or so it seems, in marriage, in work, in relocation, in business dealings, in work, whether you stay or go. This is life, so be blessed. Know that you're blessed by having so many opportunities. You have so many options at your disposal. The world is your oyster. You have so many choices you can take advantage of in this moment where you are. You can have a meal, you can read a book, you can go for a walk, you can make an empowerment video, you can call a friend, you can take a nap, right? You can go to the movies. It's just choose what resonates for you in this moment with the resources available that serve you in the highest capacity. Okay, so thanks for coming along. Cheers. Great, that was a salty celery juice. It was just a salty stock, I guess. So that's it, friends. Thanks for joining. I'm Jen from Personal Power Life Coaching, and it's good to have fear of missing out, because look what we've learned. Amazing. Awesome. So if you ever fear missing out, again, just remind yourself, watch the video, remind yourself, hey, this is my choice. I'm making a choice and I'm getting something. I'm not missing out on everything. So what am I getting? What am I gaining? Where am I living? Where am I staying? What am I choosing to do? And that's it. And be with yourself and be happy with that and move on. And time will pass. You'll evolve, things will change, and life gets better and better, okay? So sending you lots of love, blessings, joy, peace, harmony, love, light, well-being, all the good stuff, right? All the good juices flowing. Have an awesome day and a happy, marvelous weekend. And let us just give thanks and sing the praise of life for your blessed, amazing life. Thank goodness you have your life, and that we have our vision. Blessings. See you soon. Bye for now. Namaste.